All right, welcome. My name is Megan with the Morphic Field, and today is day 28 of the Awakening Support Meditation Constellations. And thank you all for joining us today. You can do these constellations at any time, be in a quiet, uninterrupted space, have your tabletop in front of you, Post-its, little pieces of paper, size of Post-its are fine, and a pen. I'm going to flip my camera. You're just going to follow along to the constellation. And we will be doing an overall constellation because this is our last day with the support constellation. So let's we're going to bring in me now. So writing me now on a Post-it with that arrow pointed out up top, that's the direction in which me now is facing. And we could bring me now kind of in the center, facing out. And let's place your hand on me now, bringing you into the field, you in the current moment. So dropping in, going deeper, revealing the underlying dynamics, that which is hidden, bringing those to the surface. So becoming aware in a different way, in a deeper way. What are you noticing? Getting in tune to the present moment. What's your experience right now in the present moment? What's your relationship to life, to being alive? What's the experience in your mind? What's your relationship to you, to yourself? Noticing how you are treating yourself right now. Presencing kindness. Presencing love. Presencing peace. Presencing that within you, giving that to yourself. What is your relationship to you? To all the parts of you, including allowing all those parts to be present now, to be welcomed. The all of you. And allowing those to be there right now in the present moment. The wholeness of you. The history of you. The future of you. In the present moment. Let's become aware of our body, the body that we physically live in. Giving ourselves space for ourselves, our body. Connecting to this body that we live in. What is your experience of your body right now? Let's feel our feet connected to the earth, grounded. And let's bring in our next part. We're going to bring in the ancestors. And we can also add on there, so the ancestors of strength and support. Just like to be really clear on that. The ancestors of strength and support. So standing in their strength, supporting us. And then that arrow up top, let's place them behind us first. So placing the ancestors of strength and support behind me now. And let's bring them in by placing your hand on them. Allowing, noticing, asking them to come forth. So who do you see? How do they show up? Perhaps they are in a certain formation. Noticing those ancestors who you recognize, who are yours and your lineage, and also the ancestors who are showing up, who may not be your direct lineage, who are here to support you, who are also here to support others as well. Perhaps they've been part of your journey in some way. And let's place your other hand on me now. So feeling the ancestors of strength and support supporting you from behind right now. How does that feel? Actually physically in the body, how does it feel to have them? You may actually be feeling their presence behind you, and you may be feeling their support of touch. Let's actually turn around and look at them. So taking me now, let's turn around and look at the ancestors of strength and support. Let's see them. And maybe there's something for you to say as like, I see you. There's a communication from you to them, perhaps out of gratitude. Please communicate that. There may be an ask from you, a request. And let's hear from the ancestors of strength and support what they want to tell you. And they may also want to give you something. So receive that which they want to give. It may be a resource, knowledge, some sort of comfort, compassion. So hearing any other messages from the ancestors to you. And let's turn me now around. So let's, again, feel the support of them behind you. And let's place the next part in. We're going to bring in our partners on the other side. So bringing in our partners. If there are other words for you to use here, please use those. Our partners on the other side. And we're saying our instead of my, but if my feels better for you, you can do that. So our partners on the other side. Let's place your hand on our partners on the other side, bringing them in. So asking all the entities on the other side who have our greatest good to make themselves known. And seeing who shows up for you, how they show up. Again, could be guides, it could be actually more ancestors. Feeling the angel energy. Masters. There may be some entities that assist, some helpers who we can't quite identify. Perhaps we don't have human words for them. So placing your other hand on me now, let's connect with our partners on the other side, those who are here to assist us in our journey as humans for our purpose of growth and evolution through experience. So listening to messages, if there's anything that they want to say to you, and also if there's anything that you want to say to them. Perhaps there is a request from you to them. Let's place our partners on the other side beside us and feel into how that placement feels for you. Perhaps it is them looking at me now. Just feel into that. They could also be facing this way. And then when you do that, how does that feel to have them there? So really presencing the support around you so far, the ancestors and our partners on the other side. Let's bring in the next part. We're going to bring in my future self. My future self. Again, with that arrow, that's the direction in which your future self is facing. Let's place your future self in front of me now. Placing your hand on my future self, bringing this future self into the field, noticing how they show up. What's the experience of this version that we're accessing now, as there is no time or space in the field? What's the experience of you as this future self? What does your future self look like? What's the feelings and thoughts? Sensing the journey within the future self. You can place your other hand on me now. Let's connect to your future self. Is there anything that your future self wants to tell you right now? Anything that they want you to know? Is there an ask from me now to your future self, a request? Let's place your future self beside you right now. And let's feel back into me now. How does it feel to have your future self beside you? So feeling the support around you right now. The ancestors, your partners on the other side. And also noticing how our partners on the other side are also helping the collective too. And then also feeling into your future self next to you, supporting you on your journey. Let's bring in the next part. We're going to bring in the morphic field. So writing the morphic field on the post-it with that arrow up top. Let's place this in front of me now. Placing your hand on the morphic field, bringing that into the field. So the energy and information and experience of it. There may be a movement or an energy that emanates that you're noticing the information of it. How does the morphic field be? What's the intelligence of it? You can place your other hand on me now. Let's connect to the morphic field. How do you relate to the morphic field? Is it wanting to show you something? What is its intention? Also feeling into your future self in relation to the morphic field. So here, if there's any messages there, you may have an ask to the morphic field, a request. And let's place the morphic field. Let's place morphic field up here. We'll place in the next part. We're going to bring in the awakening now. The awakening, the shift that we're experiencing right now, the support constellations we've been facilitating through this awakening. Let's bring that in. So just placing that in front of me now, let's take a look at it. Placing your hand on the awakening. Again, bringing that energy and information into the field. Noticing the movement. How does the energy and information, how does the awakening relate to the world, to the universe, to what's happening now? You could place your other hand on me now, and perhaps also my future self, noticing how they're relating to the awakening. There may be a desire of the awakening to be in front of both me now and my future self. So just feel into the movement that's happening in your field. Again, hearing any messages, anything that wants to be spoken in the field, any acknowledgement. And let's bring the awakening up here. And then we'll bring in the last part here. We'll bring in source. And then drawing that arrow up top. Well, let's connect with source. Placing source in front of me now. So bringing in source energy and information by placing your hand on the representation. Feeling that source energy and information, feeling source within your body when you stand in the shoes of source. Where do you notice that? And then also noticing the emanation of source. You could place your other hand on me now and also my future self. And if there's that movement for source to connect with both you now and your future self, go ahead and make that move. Receiving right now. And let's do this. Let's place source up here. And if it feels appropriate to actually move source over here and the awakening over here, then do that. And then we'll place our hand back on me now. And let's take a few moments to really feel into the field right now. Feeling the ancestors of strength and support with you, behind you. They may be supporting you in your journey. So feeling where they are in your field right now. Feeling our partners supporting us right now in the moment. And also noticing how they're here for our journey. They've been here for our journey and will be. They're always here. Noticing receiving resources from our ancestors and receiving the support on our journey from our partners on the other side. Becoming more aware of that partnership with them, that communication with them. Asking them to support you even more in a clear and gentle way. And let's feel, still feeling into me now, we can feel into the morphic field, source, and awakening as well. So how does the morphic field support, guide, feeling into the relationship you have with the morphic field? And let's feel into the awakening. So feel the propelling, perhaps, force of the awakening. And then again, into source, feeling always your eternal connection with source. And then this last part, if you do feel called to integrate with your future self, go ahead and place my future self under me now. In integrating in the current moment right now, as there is no time or space. Time and space is an illusion. As time is an illusion, we can integrate with our future self right now. So feeling this integration in your body, the new information, new energy coursing through your body. And this will continue to integrate as we complete the constellation. And let's hear for any last messages for yourself. And the message is to be aware always of your connection, that this is always in your field, the ancestors supporting you, your partners on the other side, guiding you, supporting you, your connection to the field, source within you, and also the support of the awakening. Okay, I think we'll end this here. And if we could have some chat shares or unmute yourself. How was that for you guys? Anyone want to share?
I can share. When we brought in my future self, I've always been like, I want to be my future self. You know what I mean? That's always been like a little tiny voice going, am I almost there yet? Am I there? I mean, you know, it's just like a little nagging thing. And then finally today, I got the message that my future self is my path. It's not my goal. And I was like, oh, that makes me feel so much better. So that was great.
Yes, wonderful. I love that. Indeed. Okay, I think we'll end it here, guys. Thank you so much for for joining me on this journey every morning or evening, wherever you are. I appreciate you guys connecting to the field, and obviously this wouldn't be what this says. Oops, I think I erased that. Thank you so much for the journey. I will miss you. Well, I'll still be around, but not in this exact way. No, thank you. Obviously, if you guys weren't here participating, this wouldn't be what it is, and we wouldn't have this collective field of you know, taking the support to the next level. What we do here spreads beyond what we're, you know, capable of understanding. And again, we've done this the past 28 days. This energy and these videos will continue to be accessible. So again, the work that we've done the past 28 days will only affect and spread healing and support beyond measure. So thank you guys for participating, and again, making the field even stronger, deeper, and it's just it moves me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So I will keep you posted what's next as far as the Morphic Field and tribe workshops or what have you. So just keep posted on that. All right. Thank you, guys. Bye. Mwah.